Hi guys, so I will be doing another one of my book reviews, and this is entitled Cold-Blooded Beautiful by Christine Zolendz. So I will be providing, as usual, information from goodreads.com, and we're gonna go from there. So this is rated 4.13 out of 5 stars. What happens when your past comes back to haunt you? Imagine having a secret whispered in your ear, a secret that once revealed changes everything in your life that you thought to be true. What would you do if you learned that everything you had was just a lie that could end everything you ever worked for and destroy everyone you ever cared about? What happens when all your secrets come spilling forth and your past catches up to you? Will it consume you? Will it destroy you? 6 months ago, Cade Grayson helped Dr. Samantha Matthews hide from a violent past, one that she wants to keep hidden from everyone. Deep in her heart, she hides her secrets, too afraid to hurt the only people she has left to trust. What happens when she is forced to face her past? Will love be enough to save her? Because her deadly game of hide and seek is at its end. This was first published back in February 5, 2014. Genres belong to be dark. Yes, romance, abuse, new adult, contemporary. I would say new adult and adult. I would also say there's no other genre that I can think of that it lacks that it might need. Okay, so if you've already clicked on this and you haven't really read the first book, then you've kind of messed up on that, because this actually gives you spoilers on info on the first book. So anyway, if you want to watch the review on the first book by me, the playlist should be down below or at the end of the video or at the end of this video. You can also just go on my channel. I have categorized videos just so it's easy for you guys to navigate. So anyway, the thing that I love about Christine Zolendz is that all the books that I've ever read from her, aside from it being in the romance genre or category, they're all incredibly different. Very different. And this particular one, it's very hard for me to make a review of this and not really have any kind of spoilers. So as much as possible, I'll try to minimize it to a minimum. This is a very dark book, as it is attached to the dark genre. It's very, very, very violent, very extreme. There's no holding back, which I really love when it's really raw and dirty and just, just like brutal like that. It's just, there were times that I cringed. There were times when I'm like gagging. There were times that I really thought my heart stopped, but I still wanted more. It was just, it's one of those, like, it's not even in the guilty pleasure category. It's more of the down, dirty, crazy, delicious category, really. I enjoyed this book. This is very different from the first book. This is a two-parter. Very, very different from the first book. And when it comes to the circumstance of the book. I love the fact that this book and the first book does, they have like thoughts of Dr. Samantha and thoughts of Kane in it. I love that part. And Christine Zolendz really knows how to write a woman, and a really tough as nails woman. And also Kane. Kane is the guy in the book, and he surprised me. He surprised me in the most amazing, heartwarming, like toe curling kind of way, in a great way. So, oh my gosh, I feel like I already gave some spoilers just describing the book. If you're not really into something very graphic and dark and dirty and just like violent and gruesome, I would still encourage you to give this a chance because it is so good. I would recommend you read the first one though. This is a two-parter, and I feel like if you're gonna read this, the first one is really gonna be ruined for you. So I do recommend that. Do you need to? Yes, I feel like you do. I feel like you do, just because I am a type of person that I love to read books like 1, 2, 3, 4, you know? I like to follow certain things. I don't like to jump here and there, but if you're that type of person that you can jump and it doesn't really bother you, it doesn't ruin the enjoyment of the reading, then I guess you can definitely read this first before the first one. I strongly still recommend get the first one first and read that first. I loved this book so much. I believe I like screamed when I finished this book because I'm like, no, there has to be another one. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, this is already a few years old. Like, she's not gonna make a third book or any additional, but that's me, you know? Like, I don't know. I'm sure I'm not the only one out there when you love a book so much, you love the story so much, you're in love with the characters and everything that comes in it. And then all of a sudden it's the end and you're just like, no, this is definitely one of it. I do wish that Christine Zolendz does pick up the pace a little bit, maybe. But if you can't, you can't. I just kind of wish she had a few more extra books for me to go through. If you are not new to my channel, you already know I devour books like it's air. If you are new to my channel, I devour books like it's air and water. So yeah, I just go through them like quick. I love it. So anyway, I just love reading. Just a little bit of trivia about my life. I never used to enjoy reading. It got really forced on me when I was younger, about 6 or 7. I went to a really good school and they discovered I had dyslexia. So I was really pushed to have a separate time of the week for just to be encouraged to read. And my family found out about it, and my aunt was the one that really pushed me to read. And at a certain point, it was like my mom also kind of pushed that, you know, they all, not really, my aunt pushed it, my mom really kind of encouraged it. You know, she would always bring me to a bookstore and she'd be like, just get some books. And before, when I first started falling in love with books, I would get like 1 or 2 books, maybe 1. And then I started to get books that at a certain point my mom says, okay, she gives me a limit, like 10 books at a time. Because I would just get as many books as I want. And to her, it was like, what's the harm in books? You know, there's the books that I always get are fiction. So she like, and in anything that is beneficial in regards to your mind, my parents have always kind of encouraged that a lot. Like they're always like, what's the problem in my child reading? You know, what's the problem in my child having 50 books in a month, buying 50 books? And mind you, I do go through all as fast as I can. Sometimes, you know, you just can't read like 2,000 books in 1 month. So, anyway, that's just a little bit of trivia there. I enjoy, if you've read this book or after watching my review, it encouraged you to pick up this book, read it, and you enjoyed it as well or not really enjoyed it. My point is, if you know any type of book or any type of writing that's similar to this, let me know down below. Anybody who has ever suggested any other book or author to pick up, I have done that. I would really prefer it has the romance genre in it. If it doesn't have any romance in it, I might get it, but I will probably tiptoe and it might take years before I actually pick up and read the book. Like, I will own it, but but I won't really open it. You know what I mean? So I really hope you guys can give some advice my way, and just, you know, certain authors, obviously not Christine Zolendz anymore because I already know who she is. So just keep them coming, guys, because sometimes I feel like I've run out of books to purchase and I need some help in that. Okay, so thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you guys again next time. Bye. Thanks so much for watching my video. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and the bell so you are notified every single time I do upload a new video. I do also have 2 other channels. Please do check that out as well. Subscribe and watch my videos there as well. If you guys have any questions, comments, suggestions, please leave them down below. I love hearing from you guys all the time.